It is hope during our turbulent past that, combined with Christian and African chants, gave us the sound of gospel. And the gospel rhythms, in turn, gave us a whole new world of sensations. Luther Ingram, like many of us, is the son of a modern slave. But once again, it was hope that guided Luther Ingram in his talent into new horizons. A horizon of giving and sharing through song.
Although this R&B singer is primarily recognized for the poignant 1972 ballad, If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right, he was also an accomplished songwriter, collaborating with Mark Rice on co-writing the Staple Singers' iconic empowerment anthem, Respect Yourself. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Luther Ingram. Before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push the notification bell to be sure you won't miss on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Luther Thomas Ingram on November 30th, 1937 in Jackson, Tennessee, to Richard Lee and Callie Ingram, both musicians at Walnut Grove Baptist Church. Luther began his early schooling at the West Bend Miss Rosenwald School in 1943. However, when he was 10 years old in 1947, the Ingrams relocated to Alton, Illinois. Luther began singing with his 5 siblings and 1 sister, becoming the Midwest Crusaders. He finished high school in Alton, and by 1956, at the age of 19, Ingram was the lead vocalist for the Gardenias, a St. Louis, Missouri group signed to the Federal Records label. As a teenager, he began writing songs and eventually performed as a solo artist, most notably opening for Ike Turner in East St. Louis. Ingram ultimately moved to New York City, where, according to folklore, he temporarily shared a room with the then unknown Jimi Hendrix. In 1961, Ingram married Jacqueline Langford of O'Fallon, Illinois, who had graduated from Columbia College in St. Louis. They have 1 son, Eric Luther Ingram, and a stepson, Kenneth Knight, from his wife's previous marriage. In 1965, the pair moved to New York City, where Ingram signed with Decca Records. In 1965, he released You Never Miss Your Water, his first hit.
So many times I sit down and think about the things.
Ingram moved to Memphis and signed with producer Jimmy Baylor's nascent Coco label. The 1967 single, I Can't Stop
Now, just to tear me down, baby.
in the next years. Missing You failed to create much interest.
Now I'm just a lonesome so-and-so.
Nonetheless, when Baylor struck a distribution agreement with Stax Records in 1969, Ingram's prospects improved drastically. Ingram's first R&B Top 20 success came in 1969 with My Honey and Me on Coco Records. It peaked at number 55 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was on the chart for 12 weeks.
Hours and hours, nighttime, daytime.
In 1970, Ain't That Lovin' You, an R&B Top 10 hit, landed just outside the mainstream Top 40.
Ain't that loving you or more?
With his music career thriving, Ingram ventured into freelance composing, teaming up with R&B veteran Mark Rice in 1971 for the Staple Singers' Respect Yourself. The record was an international hit, just missing the Billboard Top 10, and in the years after, it has been covered by everyone from Joe Cocker to actor Bruce Willis. A year later, Ingram released his own hit, If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right.
And loving a married man. If I can't see you when I
Is a powerful story of adultery penned by Homer Banks, Raymond Jackson, and Carl Hampton. Ingram's deep personal vocals were an ideal fit for the content, selling over 1 million copies and reaching number 3 on the pop charts. albeit country crossover queen Barbara Mandrell eventually scored a hit cover version as well. A string of R&B chart songs followed, including You Were Made For Me, Always,
I know you've heard before.
and Love Ain't Gonna Run Me Away.
You know I never should have left that way.
And in 1973, he returned to the Pop Top 40 for the final time with the magnificent I'll Be Your Shelter in Time of Storm.
Just like shelter in the time of storm, I'll see you through.
However, during the height of Ingram stardom, Coco experienced financial difficulties, and throughout the rest of the 70s, he only released a few more singles, all of which were hampered by distribution and marketing concerns. After more than a decade away from the spotlight, Ingram signed with Profile in 1986 and returned to the R&B Top 40 with Baby Don't Get Too Far.
When you're missing, it doesn't feel right. This is your
Minor hits, Don't Turn Around,
know that I'm gonna be alright.
and Gotta Serve Somebody followed,
Somebody, serve somebody. You might be a state trooper.
and in 1992, he ended his music career with the Etchy Band song, I Like the Feeling. After years of health issues, including renal disease and diabetes, Ingram passed away of heart failure on March 19, 2007. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Luther Ingram?